here is a concern that is also growing with the COVID-19 patients. Already the disease that has been spreading like wildfire, but there are concerns of an additional disease that gets triggered because of COVID-19. There are several cases of mucormycosis, or also known as black fungal, is now being reported in many of those patients. To talk more on that and give us more details on what exactly this black fungus is all about, I'm now joined by Dr. Manish Munjal from the senior ENT surgeon at the Sri Gangaram Hospital there. Good afternoon to you, sir. Good afternoon to you, Dr. Munjal. Thank you very much for taking out your time. Can you help us understand, sir, what this black fungus is all about? Mainly it is now being seen something that can be triggered because of COVID-19. Is it rare, and how it doesn't have a cure, and how amenable it is to get a cure of this black fungal? If you can tell us more, sir.
So it's an opportunistic infection which enters a body. It's a fungus, but it can only enter, it's everywhere in the air, but it only enters the body through the orifices like the breathing surfaces, nose, mouth, and other contaminated areas which can get contaminated, broken skin. Through only that place it can enter, but only when the host, that is the body in which the immunity has gone down. So this happens commonly with otherwise diabetics, people who are on transplant, immunosuppressive therapies, or who are cancer patients. But here, because of COVID, already the immune system is challenged, and on top of that, to reduce the inflammatory response in the severe cases, we give steroids and other immunosuppression to counter the violent cytokine storm. But because of that, the body's innate immunity goes down. And because of that immunity going down, the opportunist infections, they get inside. And one of the most deadly is this infection. And we have been now starting the problem of encountering such cases. These cases come in situations where they can be treated. Sometimes they are in really bad state. For example, if there is a small little black crusting and it has just started, all you need to do is a biopsy and treat it with antifungals, which are available in the market or in the hospitals. But if it has gone up through the nose, into the eyes, damaged some organs, then you have to do extensive surgeries to remove that, and then put through painful, very expensive antifungal therapies. Unfortunately, we have started getting these cases a little bit faster than the last time even, because the load of immunosuppression through steroids is almost many folds this time due to the more severe COVID wave. So I'm really apprehensive. We have starting yet. We have formed a registry amongst various hospitals like AIIMS, Maulana Azad, Lady Harding, Safdarjung. We are trying to coordinate and help patients who are getting these getting into these situations. Hospitals are also battling, because right now we are totally dedicated COVID centers. And for these cases who might be post-COVID, negative COVID actually, it is going to be even more harder to treat them in smaller spaces and operation theaters. But we are trying our best.
So this becomes an additional burden already on the overstretched healthcare facilities. But Dr. Munjal, at the Sir Gangaram Hospital there, if you can tell us how many patients till now that have been admitted, and what is the difference that you see between the last year COVID wave and this year's COVID wave? Because if it gets more serious this time around, are we looking at more diseases? Because this is a rare fungal infection that we are talking about that triggered because of COVID-19, as you called it, that opportunist disease there.
Yes.
But are we looking at more diseases that can be a further side effect of COVID-19 disease itself?
We certainly are. We are going to have more of issues. We will tackle them. Not that we'll not tackle them, but we are certainly going to, steroids are double-edged swords, and we are giving huge amount of steroids to save lives. This would leave more fragile bones in elderlies. It will be more bad pneumonias, bacterial, Klebsiella pneumonias in people. It will mean coming in of some cancers which come only in immunosuppression patients. And not to talk about these fungal infections. These are going to be there for quite some time. And the worst thing in this COVID wave is that as you must be knowing, this COVID is hitting the chest very badly in people. People are dying because the oxygen gets finished due to lung damage. Now, when you treat these patients of mucormycosis by surgery, the patients are no longer suitable for surgeries due to a very poor lung condition. And we had to battle in a case or two for getting the patient out of anesthesia. So that's an additional danger, that you have come out from a pit and now you're going to fall into a well. And modern science and medicine is doing all that it can to save such disasters, but we are seeing them around. What can we do? That's what we can do, to do our best. Yeah.
So, Dr. Munjal, is this disease avoidable? Are there certain precautions that one can take? Because this is a rare infection that occurs there, it further weakens the immune system. Are there any precautions that one should take?
Yeah, even though this wave is definitely more fearful and more strenuous on doctors as well as patients, I would still say that the mild cases, which are still 80-85% of all the cases, we should not hurry up in community centers. Oral steroid medicines are vanishing from chemist counters. It's not a good trend. It did not happen last time when the COVID wave was there. People are prescribing steroidal medicines right from the day 2 of fever, which is a total no-no. You have to wait for 5 to 7 days for the COVID to go down naturally, if possible. And only in cases where doctors feel that it is getting more severe, then this medicine should be used, which actually can be a very useful medicine, but also can lead to a lot of these infections later on if not used judiciously. Secondly, we have to make sure that when your immunity is suppressed due to these steroids, the role of hygiene actually even more becomes important. So if you are at home, don't think that if you're not wearing a mask, you will not get an. If you're wearing a mask, you'll not get an infection. Your hands, your contamination, even from the walls of your toilets and all, can get you this infection. So hand hygiene, body hygiene, taking hygienic baths, this is absolutely essential. For hospitals and for nursing homes, it is absolutely essential that in COVID times, where patient-to-patient care is so important, you should make doubly sure that you do not lead to cross-contamination, and take extra care of the skin of these patients, hygiene, catheters, indwelling lines. These are, I think, neglected sometimes a bit because of the extreme nature of the COVID infection and such. Everybody's so worried about not touching around that the hygiene takes a back seat sometimes.
All right, so this is a rare black infection, where this is a fungal infection that has now been reported in many of those COVID-19 patients who already have a weakened immune system. There are several precautionary measures that Dr. Munjal has pointed out that needs to be taken care of, though the number of cases that have been reported this year is higher than last year. So more precautions, extra precautions that need to be taken care of as more patients are being admitted, citing this rare black fungal infection in hospitals there in the national capital. Thank you very much, Dr. Munjal, for taking out your time and telling us more about this disease and also making people aware of what it is all about. Thank you very much, Doctor.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. Anytime.